Hello, Namaste, George Lappa. Today we're going to be doing something electrifying. Today we're going to review something very exciting for you. Sadly, this is not the future. This glorious sound is the sound of an internal combustion engine, which is going to be a thing of the past. Today we're here to review the future of mobility. This is the future of mobility. It's an electric vehicle. And today we're going to review the Audi e-tron, but not just the car itself, but the issues of an owner of an electric vehicle in Nepal, which is deemed to be the future of mobility. So today we're reviewing an electric vehicle, which is an Audi e-tron. The moment you get inside this car, it's a completely different experience. You're not greeted with analog dials anymore. It's got 3 screens. The first LCD screen has your speedo maps, which can be interchanged. The second screen gives you control over your entertainment, audio, all the other information about the car. And there's one more screen below which controls your AC. You can write on it. It's got a touch screen and it's customizable. So it looks pretty futuristic. Not just that, when I first got this car, there were 2 other screens, options for 2 other screens on the door sides here. So I think there were no mirrors in that. The rear view mirrors were actually incorporated as LCD screens on the door panels. And that was quite, being a tech guy, I really wanted those screens. The guy told me it's 10 lakhs just to add these screens. So I decided, 10 lakh ko lai ta ma chhal baira herera bhayera rear view mirror mai herchu bhanera. Personally, myself being a petrol head, it's a different experience. I mean, driving it, there's no sound. It's completely silent. And the power is instant. At any point you can just take off. It's like a rocket. Of course, it's got different modes. It's full of electronics. This is like a computer system which at sometimes needs to be rebooted, because I see a lot of warning lights going on, off. It's got lane control system. It's got automatic braking at certain points. Afai chappa rokcha. It's got multiple sensors. काठमाडौँमा चलाउँदा जहाँ गए पनि टाइम टुई आवाज आइरहेको हुन्छ. सबै ठाउँबाट घेरेको हुन्छ. यहाँ 360 degree camera, proximity alarms. So generally I put those off because it's quite annoying. It's interesting how the conversation has also evolved. धेरै जहिले पनि हामीले सोच्छौँ माइलेज कति दिन्छ. अब आएर the conversation has evolved from mileage कति दिन्छ to range कति दिन्छ. So EV भएको हुनाले यसमा चाहिँ चार्जिङ पोर्ट्स छ. दुवै साइडमा चार्जिङ पोर्ट छ. ड्राइभर साइडमा चाहिँ फास्ट चार्जिङ पोर्ट छ, उता चाहिँ स्लो चार्जिङ पोर्ट छ. एज यु क्यान सी दिस इज अ स्ट्यान्डर्ड चार्जिङ पोर्ट. अब यसमा चाहिँ मैले घरमा फास्ट चार्जर हालेको हुनाले झन्डैले 4 घण्टा जतिमा चार्ज हुन्छ. तर के गरेर म बाहिर गएर चाहिँ ट्रेडिसनल वाल सकेटबाट चार्ज गर्यो भने मलाई लाग्छ झन्डैले 10 देखि 12 घण्टा चार्ज गर्न टाइम लाग्छ. तर त्यो पनि द क्वालिटी अफ द लाइनले फरक पर्छ, कुनै समस्या चाहिँ दिन्छ. त्यसै भन्दै अब यो इभी भएको हुनाले एउटा समस्या के हो भने, अगाडि हेर्नुभयो भने हाम्रो ग्रिल रेडिएटर केही पनि छैन इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकल भएको हुनाले. र इन्जिन हुने ठाउँमा पनि तपाईले हेर्नुभयो भने इन्जिनको सट्टा यहाँ अब ब्याट्री भएको हुनाले इन्जिन छैन. ठाउँ खाली छ, स्टोरेज स्पेस छ र यहाँ चाहिँ चार्जिङ युनिटहरु राखिएको छ. हैन. सो आई थिंक दिस इज अ क्लीन एनर्जी भेहिकल. तर क्लीन एनर्जी भन्दै पनि मलाई एउटा के शंका चाहिँ के छ भने, हामीले क्लीन एनर्जी भन्छौं, तर क्लीन एनर्जी सँगसँगै यसमा लिथियम आयन ब्याट्रिज भएको हुनाले नेपालमा ब्याट्री रिसाइक्लिङ राम्रो तरिकाले हामीले गर्न सकेन भने त्यो ब्याट्रीले प्रदूषण गर्न सक्छ. त्यसैले इभी प्रमोट गर्दै जाने, संख्या बढाउँदै जाने हो भने हामीले ब्याट्रीको रिसाइक्लिङ तिर पनि ध्यान दिन चाहिँ हाम्रो आवश्यकता हुन्छ. So it's a good car to drive on the roads. It's quite a luxurious car, being the e-tron. I enjoy driving this. It gets a little overwhelming sometimes with the power that you have. So you need to be more responsible in terms of the power delivery of an electric vehicle. Stop go देखि लिएर एकदमै तान्ने त अब कुरै नगरौँ। र त्यति मात्रै हैन, यसमा चाहिँ suspension, it's got air suspensions, so it can go up and down. It's got all-road, off-road mode, efficiency mode, comfort mode, and dynamic mode. So dynamic mode ma the car goes down to the lowest setting. When you're in an EV and in a traffic light, it doesn't matter whether you're moving or you're standing still. There's no engine noise, there's nothing anyways. The interesting thing about it is that this has got, I think the gear lever switch has a sports mode. Sports mode ma halnu sathai euta extra power boost आउँछ त्यसमा. So that really gives you better power in that mode, and it just moves forward. I mean, this is like, actually I've been driving this car and trying the launch control and the various, if you see, so the power is almost instantaneous. You need to get used to that, and your head almost goes back on your headrest. It really gives you that kick and that boost. It's like driving a super bike on 4 wheels. So it does make me smile a lot, because this has so much power, almost I think 400 bhp of power. But it's nice to drive even smoothly. When you're going at slow speeds, it's very smooth. It also has a lot of other features like the ambient lighting. So the lighting choice, the color of the lights, you can change it according to your choice, and it looks very nice, premium. Your lane assist pani, it does work, when it sees a lane. Unfortunately, Nepal ma lane system is छैन. तर अब lane system भएको भए यो lane लाई उले detect गरेर, the moment I try and cross a lane, the steering starts vibrating and pulls me into the lane. त्यति मात्रै हैन, कुनै बाटो साटोमा कोही मान्छेले काट्यो भने या कोही साइकल बीचमा आयो भने चाहिँ झ्याप्पै आफै पनि रोकिन्छ. So it's got automatic collision control and braking also. Sometimes it's scary because in Nepal, I think people are just crossing the road at any point, and so I put all those electronics to a minimum, try and put it to a minimum. I was talking about these screens. It's got 3 screens. The main speedo screen is here. You can change the view. This is very interesting. You can see the range. Of course, all the other features. Not just that, I think the interesting feature is that now you can actually, your audio control, your maps. View नै control गरेर. The maps can be, the map ta आयो तर GPS चाहिँ चलिरहेको छैन यहाँ चाहिँ, लिंकै देखाउँदैन त्यसले चाहिँ. That's a different thing altogether, but it's a very intuitive control. It shows all the necessary information about the car, the features. त्यति मात्र हैन, यो ड्याशमा पनि सबै अब audio control सबै कुराहरु छन्. You can control the interior lighting to the exterior to all the driver settings as well as the drive select. So you can raise and lower the car, AC controls, everything is here. So all in all, the gear shifter lever is also very nice. I love this. It's just with a click, you can go into drive mode, you can go into sports mode. So all in all, I think it's a nice car. I think generally EVs are more high-tech. The thing about electric cars is that it's nice, but now it's no engine, the components are much less. It's more like a computer system, and unless you have the proper after-sales service for the brand that you buy, because it's all plugged into a computer and it needs to be diagnosed if it has any problems. So unless you have a proper after-sales system, if you don't have that, then electric vehicles could be a problem. I think over-the-air updates, software update time to time. So the question is, does an EV work in Nepal? Let's get to the government policies first. Nepal government in 2077 announced special incentives for electric vehicles in Nepal because the direction of the government was clean energy promote गर्ने, हाम्रो जलविद्युत बढी छ त्यसलाई सदुपयोग गर्ने भनेर। तर त्यो भन्दै पनि 77-78 को बजेटमा त्यसको ठीक विपरीत इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकलको ट्याक्स एकदम बढाइयो र त्यो बढाइसकेपछि फेरि निरुत्साहित भइकन मार्केट खस्क्यो ईवी को। त्यसपश्चात फेरि अहिले आएको बजेटमा 78-79 मा फेरि ईवी लाई चाहिँ इन्सेन्टिभ्स र लो ड्युटीज दिएको छ। लगभग 10% ब्याट्रीको क्यापेसिटी अनुसार 10% भन्दा माथि ड्युटीज लगाएपछि अब फेरि ईवी को मार्केट चाहिँ बढ्दै गएको छ। तर त्यो भन्दै पनि एक किसिमले इन्सेन्टिभ चाहिँ छ। हरेक क्षेत्रको विकास हुन पूर्वाधारको आवश्यकता हुन्छ। सो ईवी सेक्टरमा पनि इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चरको डेभलपमेन्ट हुनु पर्यो। हुन त एउटा चिकन र एगको सिचुएसन हो। अब पूर्वाधार ईवी को लागि भनेको चार्जिङ स्टेसन हो। अब गाडी आइसक्यो, चार्जिङ स्टेसन छ कि छैन, कि चार्जिङ स्टेसनको सञ्जाल पहिला हामीले त्यसको विकास गर्ने, त्यसपछि ईवी प्रमोट आफै हुन्छ। त यो सन्दर्भमा अहिले के हो भने, हुन त नेपाल सरकारको उद्देश्य अनुसार 2031 सम्म दे वान्ट टु रिप्लेस अल फ्युल कार्स विथ इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकल्स। त्यति मात्रै होइन, यो बजेट मार्फत चाहिँ देशव्यापी रूपमा 500 वटा चार्जिङ स्टेसनको स्थापना गर्ने र एनईएले 50 वटाको चार्जिङ स्टेसनको कन्ट्र्याक्ट पनि दिइसकेको छ। तर त्यो भन्दै पनि पर्सनली मैले कुरा गर्दा कसो लाग्छ भने, अहिले म ईवी को ओनर एज अ ओनर अफ इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकल, इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकल फर मी सर्व्स नट एज अ प्राइमरी कार बट ओन्ली एज अ सेकेन्डरी और अ टर्सरी कार। किनभने म केही गरेर एउटा इलेक्ट्रिक भेहिकल लिएर काठमाडौँ बाहिर जान चाहन्छु भने समस्या छ। फर मी दिस इज लाइक अ बीस्ट इन अ केज। काठमाडौँको बाटोभित्र गुडाउन चाहिँ एकदमै रमाइलो आनन्द आउँछ। मैले चार्जिङ गर्न घरैमा लग्नुपर्छ। मेरो फास्ट चार्जिङ स्टेसन घरमा मैले एउटा स्थापित गराएको छु, त्यसले गरेर चाहिँ चार्ज हुन्छ। तर काठमाडौँ बाहिर मैले लग्नु पर्यो भने चार्जिङ स्टेसनको अभावमा म यो गाडीले काठमाडौँको बाहिरको बाटो चाहिँ देखिनु पाउँदैन अहिलेको लागि, किनभने त्यहाँ चार्जिङ गर्ने इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चरै नभएको हुनाले। सो अन्टिल देन electric vehicles will remain within urban centers until the infrastructure develops. But once the infrastructure for the charging stations are developed all over the country, then the future is electrifying. This is the future of mobility.